D.
I don't think so. I think you'll be alright.
Kíla has no meaning. It's a word that Ronan came up with. I didn't, he did.
Because we didn't have a name.
In 1990 maybe.
Someone was interviewing me and they said, what's the name of the band? And so I said Kíla.
Short, sweet, easy to say, easy to spell.
It was the first name that came to my mind.
Easy. But it has no meaning in Irish. So many meanings in different languages. In Scots Gaelic it means a woman whose beauty can only be described through poetry or song. The original band was Rossa, Ronan and Owen. I came later. And then after that came Dee, Brian and Lance. Out of those strands came this incarnation of Kíla. The busking scene in Dublin. Another section is the art school in Dunleary where Brian, Lance and Dee met each other.
I went through a few phases in my life where I really wanted to maybe push what I'd learned to get further than what I'd learned. So. Yeah, well, I do a few new things. Maybe that's why I use a long stick and I use doubles and paradiddles, and I do some different things. And sometimes I use a pipe on the inside. There's a lot you can do.
I don't know if you have a copy of Sushin, the new album.
That's the way I hear things, so that's the way I sing.
Absolutely exquisite. It's not rock and roll at all.
Simple, that's what I like to hear.
And because I wasn't in the band, but when I saw Kíla and they had a bass player and a guitarist, I could see everything.
As a kid, I found an absence of that kind of singing.
And I knew the sound, and I knew what I was looking for.
So I'm filling the absence.
It's amazing.
What would influence my way of singing? I'd say there's more than one. Dancehall or ragamuffin.
I think in every album there's a piece of me.
Some African music like Lady Smith, Black Mambozo.
Maybe not the Monkey soundtrack.
Rapping people but a long time ago, like NWA.
When I was 15, I went to a Moving Hearts concert and I didn't know this music. I knew traditional music, I knew Horselips.
I don't know much about channels.
In my head, I knew what I heard, you know.
Well, I'm not sure when I say them, do they really influence me? But yeah, I like them a lot, yeah.
Difficult.
Generally, we do what's natural to us. So that's how we approach things.
You know, a surfer sees sets of waves before anybody else. He knows which wave is from a mile away. It's the same for me with music.
Sometimes if you're playing football, you don't always choose who you're passing the ball to in the box. You just kick it into the box. And whoever gets it, gets it.
I can see the music even though I can't articulate it.
Sometimes there's a bit of that, you know, it's not always completely conscious.
However, Kíla are a young band.
Young. Not anymore, look at this. Look at this.
Do they represent island change in the last 40 years?
Well, of course.
Difficult question.
Big question.
L'Irlanda fino a 25 anni fa era un paese sempre piuttosto povero.
Because we're musicians and we're writing music, we take from other people.
Qui parliamo degli anni 50-60, dove abitava una delle mie nonne, ancora non arrivava la luce elettrica.
We were just trying to play music.
L'atmosfera era ancora medievale.
The position of Irish women, they are much stronger than they were before, but now they have more freedom and they can do whatever they like, really. I have 4 children, very difficult. It's hard to walk away from your kids, but it's good to get away.
I know in this type of music, the rock and roll trad, it was Horselips, Moving Hearts, Kíla. So that's the generation. Whether they represent a socio-economic patterns.
Okay. Yeah, very good singer.
Sometimes.